Welcome to another episode of What I Learned from Bobby Hemmett. Now, this one is very different than what I normally post. This is about a current event. And I'm not going to do this too much, but I have to point out some bullshit somebody's saying. I have to, everything that I'm sharing, it is to help you wake up to the level of lies and the level of agents that are sent out. Everyday people. You got YouTubers that are agents to, as we know, bash black people or send out misinformation. Now, look, we don't have other people bashing their own people, so that is the reason I say that, regardless of if it's true or not. But it's a very deep systemic problem that's happened over generations. The state that black people or some black people are in now. But anyway, just listen to this guy. It's going to be something new. Maybe you never heard of him. I've been researching Africa. All right, he's gotten into that mix now. Just listen to what this guy says about black people.
Nigeria runs Africa.
True.
You even hear people in Uganda say Wahala. You look at TikTok comedians, they're mimicking Nigerians. Nigeria, and when Nigeria falls, Africa is going to fall. Right? We know that. So Nigeria has the biggest population of blacks. Every 2 out of every 1 person, 20% of Africans are Nigerian. So now, the thing about it is this. Let me just say this one last thing. The African Free Trade Agreement. I know most of you guys don't look at it maybe like I do. Nigeria didn't want to sign the African Free Trade Agreement. They're one of the last countries to sign. Want to know why? Nigeria can't even produce electricity.
Can't.
What? Nigerians in the comments, if you're going to be mad, comment below. How's your electricity? We were there in Lagos.
Yeah.
The average Nigerian is spending I don't know how much money on fuel just for a generator. So now, to even get into business in Nigeria, Nigeria is great. I love Nigeria. But now we're talking about lithium. Is that money, the question is, the money the government's going to make from that, will we improve infrastructure? And I suspect that the interest of Nigeria not being able to produce electricity, somebody's making money off generators. And if you're the person that solves a electricity problem in Nigeria, you're a dead man. You're going to die. Somebody's going to kill you. That's how deep it is.
All right, I'm going to pause right here.
We don't want to discuss that, but here on the Repap podcast, we will. And those people that
Well,
in Nigeria, and I was there, because Nigerians will brag in America. We got the most talented guy.
This is the thing. I'm letting him talk, but there's something I want to point out when he tries to speak about Black America or Black Americans. This guy, number one, he's not the indigenous Black American. He is an immigrant, transplant, possibly first generation from another culture. And actually, in this podcast, he says that his stepdad is Nigerian. Now, I'm thinking, yeah, but if you are the Black American, you can tell when somebody is from another country. I can tell. Especially if you traveled. You know, if you've lived around different people. Let's just say I know. I know who's Jamaican. I know who is generally from the islands. I know who's from Haiti. They have a very distinct, to be honest, they have a very distinct look that is different from the Black American. You can also tell by their clothes, and if you listen to them talk, you're going to hear something that tells you they are from another country. And I'm not talking about an accent. I'm talking about the people that are born in America. They're first generation American, and they're an immigrant. You can just tell. So let me just try to play this more, because see, this guy is an agent, and I want to point it out to you because I just want you to hear him talk. So let's see if I can.
Nigeria, and I was there because Nigerians will brag.
Let's see if
in
I can
America.
find the
We got
place
the most
that
talented diaspora.
talking.
We even beat you, black Americans. What's he betting on?
Now this is the
He's
bullshit
betting
he's
on
saying.
the same thing that everybody else bets on when we're dealing with blacks.
Let me
Gonna
just
mess up.
pause something for a minute.
If you want
Just to look up.
something, I'm gonna get. I'm gonna.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
gonna be.
Okay. I did not say a introduction. This is Oshay. I think his name is Dukes. Oshay Dukes. He's now gone to Africa. Previously, Oshay was a YouTuber that was bashing black women and dividing black women and black men and making fun and mockery of black women. Now he's jumped over to Africa and acting pro-black. And it will be very easy to research his old videos and show you that it's factual. But Oshay is about to say that black people can't do anything, and they've never done anything. Now, that's when you know he's an agent, because the African people, the people of the motherland, don't know the history of black America. So, and if you do know the history of black America, which you can now because of the internet, and only because of the internet, you know about the myriad of black Wall Street, plural, that got burnt down to the ground. You can know about black farmers, a particular one right now in Colorado that has been terrorized and even put in jail unjustly. And he's a black farmer. He has a very big ranch in Colorado, growing natural food and non-hormonal farming of cows. His animals have been killed and murdered. People have come in their house, they have been terrorized. And the guy has been falsely arrested currently. And Oshay is also completely ignoring, dismissing, and purposely misleading people, the African audience, to think that black people can't do anything. When black people have built the country of the United States, they've been terrorized on every level. And he's forgetting about celebrities who are owned by the peanut butter and jelly gang mafia that have a chokehold on their money. It is not because they don't want the black population to prosper. It is contractual that they cannot help black people, period, beyond a food drive or adopting a school or some very small charity. They cannot use their money to create their own enterprises and their own name brands, or create enterprises in black communities. Nipsey Hussle was murdered. Michael Jackson could have had his own clothing line. And I remember at one time I researched a video that said he was going to have his own clothing line in Japan. Anyway, all the catalogs he owned, they, murdered him for that and other reasons because he was speaking out against how the artists cannot own their music. Prince spoke out to own his own music, have his own production company. What happened to him? Bill Cosby wanted his own television production company. Eddie Murphy dabbled in it. They let him produce a show that they didn't renew. It was with Red Fox, and I can't remember the other lady's name. She plays Touched by an Angel, which is cryptic because they're talking about her being the angel. But anyway, Della Reese. But they ended up killing that program because they killed Red Fox. So that whole project went down, and you don't see Eddie Murphy stepping foot in the TV media realm anymore. Those are just a few examples that are major celebrities that have tried to, develop the community. Every which way you turn, if you have somebody with big bucks, and they are systematically harassed, terrorized, and treated unfairly. Even there is a bias, and I don't even like to use these kind of words because that's sugarcoating things. But your average black person is treated unfairly when they try to venture into a business. They don't get the business loan. Their ideas get stolen. Now, this is fact. You can research. There was two twins of hair care products. They were black Japanese. And their whole empire was stolen because they made a division between the two sisters. And then the sister, they sent a handler basically to finesse the other sister, a white man, a non-entrepreneurial basic white man. And he sucked her dry because she's under the spell of whiteness. But she was also murdered, and he inherited everything. Even though I think they said there wasn't a will, but they just said at first there wasn't a will, and then all of a sudden the will popped up later after she was dead. I don't know the names of these ladies. I will see if I can put their picture up or something. But anyway, Oshay is an agent, and he's mistalking because let's finish listening to him mistalk.
But if you want to bet on something in any part of the black world, hip hop, natural resources, you're betting on the fact that black people are not going to get it right.
What kind of shit is that?
Get it right. We know that they're not going to get it right. It's true in hip hop. It's true in everything.
But you know what?
It's true in sports. Because all the money, let's just look at the Dr.
Let's see here. I think the African host here, they're not going to say, hey, you know, that's a little bit imbalanced. As I said, number one, they don't know the history. But number two, Oshay is talking out of the side of his back. Because he is saying black people ain't going to get it right. Black people don't have the power. They can get it right. Black people have had banks, they've been doctors, lawyers. They are the inventors of pretty much, I would say, at least 80%, which it actually is all inventions, because a lot of inventions are ancient. You know, technology that we know it now, the ancients had it before. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing to try to explain to you. Anyway, O'Shea is over here bashing um bashing black people, but he's not explaining the backstory of the beast controlling and not letting pretty much any black person have financial freedom. You can see that in all celebrities. All celebrities